Welcome back. I'm Steph. I'm going to do a reading for each of the zodiacs now. I'm going to start with Aries. So with this, I'm going to use the Moonology deck just to pull a card for the overall energy. This could be for your sun, moon, or rising. And for Aries, let's get one card. Well, okay. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. I feel like with this, with the moon that it's showing, usually we can tend to hold back with the follow through. I feel like as an Aries, I have an Aries moon, so I'm very familiar with the traits of Aries. We can get a little bit ahead of ourselves as far as initially engaging into something new, venturing into something different, and sometimes halfway through we feel a little bit discouraged, so we hold back and we don't do the follow through. And I feel like right now it's a time for you to follow through. So whatever it is that you've been committing to, whatever it is you've been putting your time into, the energy, the work, whatever it is you're manifesting is going to come through, so long as you hold your vision. So I'd stand strong with that. I'm going to get a spirit oracle. Oops. Oh shit. Oh shit. I do say bad words sometimes, so sorry, not sorry. Say it out of love though, you know. The love kind of swears. Let's get one card for Aries, please. I love the Spirit Oracle deck. It's so beautiful. It's by Tony Carmine Salerno. They're very powerful. These are kind of stuck together. Divine Will. Your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust, let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience, all manifest in perfect timing. Well, if that didn't confirm that first card, I don't know what would. That's beautiful. I'm getting a lot of blue here, and I feel like possibly that third eye could be blocked, so maybe do some meditation, envisioning the color of the indigo blue. You know, try to sit with that and clear your mind, clear those thoughts, you know, whatever comes up, see it, respect it, accept it, and then just let it go. And I feel like you can start to get more clarity with that, especially with the divine will here. And the vision of the card, sometimes I'll see you in my visions of doing third eye meditation. I get kind of like that mandala effect and start to see those shapes, those geometric shapes and the circles, and it's beautiful. And I feel like, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Let's get one card. This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. She's really good too. I love this stuff. Okay. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So I'm getting the feeling like you are meeting a side of yourself that you possibly haven't seen before. I feel like with an Aries, we tend to be a little more, ooh, we're like holding on to the hot coal. We're holding on to life. We're holding on to things that are possibly holding us back, right? And so seeing this card, I mean, the depiction of just looking at it, I feel like we're kind of mirroring, you know, ourselves in the way of noticing our shadow parts come out to play. And sometimes that can be scary. And I feel like this kind of started around the full moon time as well. You know, possibly getting new downloads, possibly learning some things about yourself and the gifts that you have, or some potential, or, you know, some small triggers that may have pushed you into exploring further, or, you know, just getting curiosity with certain things. And And I feel like right now is the time to explore and play and get to know that side of yourself, so you can then let go of that fear and know that you're standing in your power. I think that's beautiful. So, yeah, now let's do, I'm going to do Rider Waite. So I'm going to pull some tarot. I'm just going to do a simple spread, just being that, starting out with my YouTube channel, I'm only given like 15 minutes of video. And I see that I'm already like almost into 6 minutes now. So I'm just going to do a 2-2-2 spread. So this is a 2 from recent past, 2 from present, and 2 from your near future. And then I'll clarify. So I'm going to try to just do it within this time span. I may have to make a second video. I hope not, because I'll be honest, it's not the easiest thing in the world. But anyway, so let's do 2 for your past, Aries. Wow, okay. Yep. So, out came 9 of Swords. It did, I'm going to pull it in the reverse because it did pop out in the reverse. 9 of Swords in the reverse. So, there is some truth that you are being in denial of, I feel. There's some clarity, but maybe you're resisting to accepting, or, being in the past. Maybe this is something that you've just recently overcome. And it's having to do with something that maybe you've recently acknowledged of yourself that could potentially make you happy. I feel like this is not necessarily even a bad thing. I'm not getting like a bad feeling from this resistance to standing in your truth or learning something, possibly a gift. Let's see. Let's get 2 for your present, and then I'll clarify at the end. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. So right now I feel like you do not have all of your... You may have your cups, but you're feeling a little lack. Like something's not right. There's some disorganization, or there's something that's not quite right as far as like you feeling emotionally fulfilled. Like you have all of your pieces, but I feel like they're kind of just everywhere. Let's see, what else? Let's get one more card for present. The Fool. And I feel like you're taking a new risk at a new beginning, or, possibly finding out this gift or this tool that you've recently been given by the universe. I feel like the flower that he's holding underneath the sun was that gift, that divine gift, and roses tend to mean a divine presence. They have a very high frequency, and I feel like you've been recently given this gift, and so you're taking this leap of faith with finding out what it is you're capable of doing to creating that emotional fulfillment. All right, 2 for future, please. The Moon. Ooh, and that just flew out. Okay, so the Moon. This can indicate some. Let's see. How am I feeling from this? Yes, I don't see it as a negative either. And sometimes, the moon can come out as like a disillusion, not being honest. But I feel like there's bringing light to the dark. So I feel like in your near future, there's a lot of decisions that you're going to make that could lead you to just a complete knowing, trusting your intuition. I feel like this is more of an intuition card, and with the water here, I feel like this is a Cancer. It can also indicate Gemini with the 2 separate towers here. And I feel like there's, like light is shedding to the dark. And so that's a good thing. Anyway. One more for future, please. Whoa. Knight of Swords. So, that did come out in reverse, and the World popped out. I'm going to take that. Knight of Swords. This can often indicate some sort of fast action, but with it popping out in reverse, I feel like that it could be possibly a little rash, or a little bit out of that fear mentality. There was some action being like done from not your most authentic and genuine self, if that makes sense. But you know, following that came out the world, and so I feel like this is completing a cycle. What's funny is right now, I feel like the collective across the globe, they're feeling these karmic shifts ending. So there's a lot of upheaval and disarray at this time, because I feel like a lot of the collective has done their inner work. They've done their spiritual progress and healing, and you know, kind of stepping into their power as far as like where their soul missions lie. But right now we're at the end of the karmic cycles being closed, and we're kind of just cleaning up the trash in the last bit of it. And so we've had to have like a couple last minute pretty challenging purges, and I feel like this is one of the last ones that's happening right now in the collective. And with the world, you know, closing the cycle, you know, she's a divinely protected. You know, you see all of these creatures and these spirit guides around her, and she's protected in this bubble, and she has her wands, and you know, with the purple coat that's wrapped around her, I feel like this really represents like divine connection. And you know, she's in touch with her higher self, and I feel like this is a beautiful experience that you're going through right now, and just to embrace it. I feel like I'm just going within, holding your vision, dancing with the shadows that you're showing, you know, right now, and just play with yourself, and knowing that all of this is like being divinely timed. I think that's the key here, is just to trust, and to use the opportunities. Anyway, all these came out, but I wasn't even specifying what they were for. I've got just a couple minutes, but anyway, let's bring some clarity to this Nine of Swords. All right, let's see what came out. Son of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like there's an emotional opportunity here that supports with the Nine of Swords in reverse. You know, this whole denial of accepting the truth of this. You know, it could even indicate love. You know, this emotional fulfillment that you know could be coming from love that you're missing. The gift of love, definitely. And Nine of Cups indicates happiness, you know. Why is Nine of Cups here? Sorry guys, I'm trying to hurry. I wish I had more than 15 minutes, but I think over time I'll get more. But Father of Swords. So you know what you want to make you happy. And I feel like the Son of Cups is a new opportunity of love, new opportunity of an emotional fulfillment, you know, whether that be in work or in love. I feel like it could go both ways. But you know what you want. This is the King of Swords energy and the Rider-Waite. To bring your emotional fulfillment. So I feel like you've already known that. Why is Ten of Cups in reverse? Oh, there's too many. It's too many. These cards can be a little slippery. Why is the Ten of Cups in reverse? Ace of Swords. So you know the truth as to why you're not emotionally fulfilled at this time. Ace of Swords. Why is this here? You know you need to take a new opportunity, a new beginning, so you can have a stable foundation. Mother of Pentacles equivalizes a Queen of Pentacles and the Rider-Waite. So you want this emotional stability. You want this, you know, the solid foundation, you know, with your abundance and with your truth. And I feel like in the Ace of Swords here, see that snake wrapped around the knife or the dagger, the sword, whatever? It's an infinity symbol. The Fool. Why is the Fool here? We are running out of time. I'm going to continue this in the next video.